Hello, everybody. Shaquita Graham here from techcoweb.com. So I'm coming to you with this news about Kobe Bryant. I'm going to explore Kobe Bryant's $100 million investments backing several tech companies in light of this new hashtag, I stand for diversity, so-called diversity, and the reality of how Black people can really just win in this equation. So let me share my screen really quick. And let's go in. So here it is on Twitter, this hashtag going around, I stand for diversity. And I'm going to read just a couple of these. This person says, I stand for diversity, hashtag I stand for diversity, because we need to appreciate the people of other nationalities, not just their food and their outfits. Then you have this person who says that I stand diversity is code for try to represent all people. This was not written with an Enigma machine. But anyway, so she has below this, I guess she retweeted what somebody said, where it says hashtag I stand for diversity is code for no white people. Then as we kind of read into this a little more, we have people who obviously don't really agree with this idea. They say that this person is saying, I stand for diversity because who doesn't love violence? And they're talking about the Huffington Post staff. So there's this whole controversy about what this diversity idea is all about. And then we have this article. It says what Twitter's latest board member can teach us about diversity myths. So there are, how many myths she had right here? 7 myths. The one that I found interesting is that she said there's a myth that there is no diversity gap. And she says that 0.2% of Black women founders successfully raise capital for their tech ventures, with the average raise being $36,000 compared to the average raise of $1.3 million in venture funding for white male founders of startups. So basically she's saying that for Black women who found companies, only 0.2% of them successfully raised capital, and the average amount of capital they raise is $36,000, whereas white people who found startups raise an average of 1.3 million. Okay. And then she has all of these. Now, this is supposed to be a myth, which it doesn't seem like this. I mean, it seems kind of obvious that this is going on. Then you have all of these other reasons why people don't believe in diversity, and she's myth busting. Then you have, I found this really cool website here. Not website, Facebook page called Afro Apps, and it posts different apps that were made by African Americans. And it broke this story, or I found the story here, where it says when $100 million of venture capital is basically invested by Kobe, and $0 were invested in startups by Afro founders or Black founders. So we have in the Wall Street Journal, they unveiled Kobe Bryant's 13 venture capital investments. And this was on August 22nd, 2016. So Kobe invested, well, the ones that have been revealed, because all of them have not been revealed, but 13 have been revealed. And he's been investing with this partner, Jeff Stiebel, for however long they've been doing this. So of these 13, reportedly, based on Afro Apps Facebook page, none of these are Black companies. However, 10 out of the 13 are technology companies. So what is this saying to us? What does this all really mean? Let me stop sharing for a second. Now, I work with technologists every day, all day. I work with engineers, I work with patent holders, innovators, I work with programmers, all of that. They're really smart. And anybody who has a problem figuring out diversity in 2016 simply does not want to figure it out. Okay, so I just want to go ahead and explain, what I mean by that. And one of our elders really made this very clear for us. And I found this at Financial Juneteenth. I want to share.
The desegregation decisions and other type of legislation and Supreme Court decisions depends upon changing the white man's mind. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that our own mind has to be changed. We have to change our mind about ourselves. In what way? Well, so he teaches us the importance of moral reformation, a knowledge of self. And for instance, if the average so-called Negro, he doesn't think that he can go into business and provide jobs for himself. And because of this, he thinks that he can only get a job from the white man, or he can only get clothes from the white man, or he can only get food from the white man. And we who follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad are taught that the same thing that the white man has done for himself and his kind, if our people could if we could be cured of our slave mentality that was indoctrinated into us during slavery, we would realize that just as the white man can do these things for himself and his kind, we can get together in unity and harmony and do the same thing for ourselves and our kind.
Right? Okay. Let me I need to back that up one more time.
And Supreme Court decisions depends upon changing the white man's
Changing
mind.
the white man's mind.
Elijah Muhammad teaches us that our own mind has to be changed.
Our mind needs to be changed. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm Look, like Brother Malcolm said, diversity programs, affirmative action programs, that's all well and good. Fine if people want, I'm not trying to raid on anybody's parade. I'm not trying to say that it can't be done or whatever. Well, maybe I am trying to say it can't be done, but either way, the bottom line to me is this. Whether it can be done or it can't be done, we can't rely on anybody else changing their behavior. We can't build our future and stake our livelihood on what somebody else decides to do with their investment, or whether people believe in so-called diversity or not. We have to get together and build our own future. And I just want to share some things about like how a TechCo Web is working to do that, because I've shown this slide before, but I want to really make sure that people get it. Median tech salaries are more than double the African American household incomes. So the median income for Black households is $34,000 per year. God bless you if you're making $34,000 per year. I've done it before, but I think $78,000 is better. I mean, when I really got serious about tech, within the first 8 months, I was already over $80,000 per year. And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing this information with our community, because just like, I can't remember the man's name who has the movement about helping Black people get a 700 credit score to strengthen communities. And of course, Dr. Boyce Watkins has a movement for every Black person to own a business or own a piece of a business and educate their child how to start a business. My movement is about creating six-figure incomes in the Black community, as well as creating million-dollar, billion-dollar tech startups in the Black community. Imagine if we could cultivate and collaborate together to create 10, 20, Chinedu Achurus, who is the man who sold his app to Google, his mobile app to, not Google, reportedly sold his mobile app to Apple for over $1 billion. Or if we collaborated and cultivated, 10, 20 Bill Gates who have an African mindset, not an immunization mindset. That's what this is about. And this is what we need to do. Again, if the median income is $34,000 for Black families, and with no degree necessary, and if you have one, great, but you can move without one, using self-learning at your own pace, within 6 to 18 months, there are unlimited opportunities for you in tech at, at a median salary of $78,000, but you can do much more. I mean, my my webcast at techcoweb.com, techcoweb.com, is your six-figure tech career. And, you know, it's really centered around, I'm not going to say it's really centered around, but see, your six-figure tech career is related to a lot of these technology certifications. And there's several of them that I have listed here, and there's several more. But, you know, we go into depth about which certifications to get, but I'm just showing you how many options are available in tech. I go into depth about, you know, which certifications yield which type of incomes, how to prepare for these certifications and things like that. And then I just want to kind of recap something that a person, Philip E. McGually, who has been called one of the fathers of the internet, has to say, which to me is very important. He said, scientific discovery is the source of civilization. Each technological invention is a marker and a milestone in human progress. We need progress in the Black community. Technological invention can bring about that progress. He says that being a scientific discoverer as well as a technological inventor will connect the child born today to the 22nd century and give her the wisdom he or she will need to raise our children's children. He's talking about insulating and uplifting the next generation. We are going to need technological invention to do that. We're going to need to ingrain technology and innovation into the minds of our children. We're going to have to move them from the consumer realm into the creator realm, as well as ourselves. He goes on to say that his vision for increasing the scientific intellectual capital in Africa is to tap into the creativity and innovation of the continent's young people. Now, for me, that's the African diaspora. My vision is that people of the African diaspora harness their scientific intellectual capital, scientific and technological intellectual capital. These people will become the job creators instead of the job seekers. This is what our brother, our ancestor, Malcolm X was speaking to us about, becoming job creators instead of job seekers. All this diversity talk and all of that, I mean, like I said, I'm not hating on anybody who's into it, but we have to just go out here and be creators. We can't depend on anybody buying into certain messages about us and if we're capable and all of these kinds of things. So I hope that was encouraging, and I hope to see you guys get on board at techcoweb.com. It's free to enroll. There's a lot of free information there, but I look forward to working with people who want to move forward in a six-figure career or in business, technology businesses. So thank you guys for watching. Shaquita Graham. See you next time.